Okay. Hi, my name is Angelo Lopez. I'm a Filipino American editorial cartoonist based in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I am honored today to be speaking to a wonderful editorial cartoonist from the Philippines, Steph Bravo. And Steph,
Hi. Yeah.
hi. Hi to you too. She started in 1998 for the Philippines Daily Inquirer, and today she
Mm-hmm.
does cartoons for Pitik Bulag, a group of Philippine political cartoonists, as well as Cartooning for Peace and the Cartoon Movement. Is there anything I'm forgetting or no?
Just recently, last year in October, I became a member of Cartooning for Peace
Okay.
as well as Cartoon Movement. So I've had the honor of having had some of my work displayed already on their Facebook page.
Oh,
So
okay. Congratulations.
thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
and I almost forgot. I saw on your Facebook page at the end of January you're going to retire.
Well, yes, it's been something I've been thinking about since, well, December, that maybe I would scale back on the amount on making artwork and just maybe focus on something else. Maybe I'd want to try maybe teach or yeah,
Oh,
do something different. I
okay.
don't know if it's a passing thing or it's at the start of every year I always get like this. I want to start something new, something
Oh,
different for the year.
yeah, I did. I saw you did a mural. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I did. It was with my other group which is called Samahang Cartoonista ng Pilipinas.
Oh,
It's also a group of cartoonists from the Philippines from different newspapers also. And our president just opened his coffee shop in
yeah.
Valenzuela, and he asked us to paint our characters on his wall to just to decorate the place. So that
Oh,
we had a mural, an activity last week to do a mural for his newly opened cafe. So there, it was an
that's cool.
enjoyable experience, something different. Yeah.
Did he give you free halo halo or?
Oh, free flowing coffee and free lunch and dinner.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it was a day well spent with friends and food and free coffee.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yes,
Well, good for him for rewarding you guys.
yes.
Yeah. Oh,
It
okay.
was nice.
Well, okay. Well, let me start and stuff. So, um, you know, you're observing America uh, as a person from a different country. And I'm wondering, from your point of view, um, what do you think of Donald Trump's reelection, and how do you think a Trump presidency will affect the Philippines?
Um, I don't want to offend any of your American viewers by saying something like I was really shocked
Oh,
by what happened. That you wanted that America wanted Trump part two. Well, I'm basing this on his disastrous, well, in my mind, in my view, disastrous first term. But we're in the same boat. Like in the Philippines, also an unthinkable thing happened. Also that not the Marcos family is back
yeah,
in government. Yeah. So well, yeah. When he won, I was really surprised and
yeah,
shocked and a little bit afraid, I suppose,
yeah.
for you and the rest of the world. There. Yeah. So
Um,
based on this, the first term was really well from well he handled for example the way he handled the COVID epidemic where a lot of Americans died, and they say it's more than the number of people who died in World War II. Is that true?
yeah, I
I
think
think you
so.
had 300, yeah, 340,000 plus victims
Yeah,
who died from the COVID epidemic. And this was a surprise considering that US is one of the superpowers and
yeah,
it's a very rich country. So I think I don't know. Maybe the Philippines handled the epidemic way better than the US, which is really shocking
yeah, yeah,
because of your position and versus us who's a smaller country.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, and
superpowers can do stupid things, so we're not immune to doing
well,
stupid
it's really
things.
more because of Trump's personality, his self-deceiving leadership, I think. That
Yeah,
he's better than everybody else, which contributed to how badly he handled his first administrations and the problems that came in
yeah.
the US during his term.
Uh, do you find similarities between like Trump supporters and Marcos and Duterte supporters in a way? I mean, they all seem kind of cult-like in a way, right?
Yes, I agree because everything that you say against Trump or Marcos uh, expect an attack from a supporter. And if
Um,
you give them links to, let's say, reputable news agencies that say otherwise, that prove that the Marcos family, for example, really stole this much money and
yeah,
murdered this many people, they won't even read it.
yeah,
They comment instead with below the belt things about the person, me, for example, and they don't even know me, diba? So yeah, we're dealing with a cult. There's always this, in the back of my mind when I'm making an editorial cartoon about Marcos to be careful because and or to be prepared because
uh,
for sure I will get a very nasty comment from a Marcos supporter
yeah,
who's
yeah.
yeah, narrow-minded and all that, that Marcos cannot do any wrong. Even
Yeah.
if you bombard them with links to news articles that say otherwise. So
Yeah,
there. Yeah. That's a
yeah,
problem we're dealing with right now.
yeah. Does it feel kind of like a deja vu? Because 2 years ago there was the shock of
Hmm.
Marcos. Now there's the shock of Trump. Does it feel like a weird deja vu thing and stuff, or
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think I always think that today is a time for all the bad leaders to come out and have high positions
um,
everywhere. I think in all the countries right now,
yeah,
um, we seem to be having bad leaders or
yeah,
the return of leaders who were ousted because they were involved in corruption, graft, murder.
yeah.
They all seem to be back. I'm not sure why. It's
Um,
a scary time to be alive
right.
nowadays. And
Yeah,
I'm afraid for the kids, for the future generations. I
yeah.
hope we can fix this for them.
Yeah, I kind of noticed it too, but I have no idea why. I've been talking to cartoonists from other countries and stuff. Like in India,
Mm-hmm.
they got Modi, right? I
Yes.
haven't talked to a Korean cartoonist yet, but I didn't they just impeach a president or whatever? Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I wonder who's the president now. I haven't read up
yeah. I haven't.
on what's happening in South Korea right now.
Yeah, I've been
Do
too
you know
busy being.
who?
No, I don't
Yeah.
know and stuff. I've been too
Yeah.
depressed about Trump to focus on. You know.
When do you get over the depression over? Do you think
Yeah,
until?
I don't know.
Well, me too. It's been 2 years and I'm still depressed about Marcos winning the presidency and
Yeah,
Lenny
yeah,
losing.
yeah.
Losing. I want to say losing
I'll
the
ask you a
election.
question about that later and stuff. But how do you think Trump will affect the Philippines, or is it too early to say?
Well, I think Trump has plans for tighter immigration laws, right?
Yeah,
So I think a significant effect of this would be on Pinoy immigrants
yeah,
and those who are wishing to work and migrate to the US. They will have a harder time to get a visa. And then what else? I think it's his inward orientation leadership, na America first, will affect maybe the import and export relationship the Philippines has with the US.
yeah,
Maybe he's going. I think he's going to impose higher tariffs. Yeah,
yeah.
in 2025, I think he said that. I read it somewhere. So it's going to impose, I think, a 20% increase in the tariff
Oh,
for the Philippines.
no, I didn't know.
So
I've been focused
yeah, I
on
read it
China, but
somewhere.
I didn't
Where did
realize
I?
the Philippines was
Yeah,
getting
in
that too.
China, I think 60%, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
60%. And so another thing is, I know Trump doesn't believe in climate change,
Yeah,
right? And so I think this will have a negative effect on smaller countries like the Philippines.
yeah,
So
yeah.
those are some of the negative effects I think Trump will have on the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As an American, I apologize.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't vote for
I
him and
know.
stuff, but I still feel the need to
Yeah.
apologize.
It's not your fault. Oh
Yeah.
my.
Well, it's not your fault about Marcos either. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, and I don't think I'm gonna apologize. Maybe I'm gonna apologize to the world for disappointing them. That we let Marcos come back after that glorious EDSA revolution, right? And
Yeah.
then we just let him come back. And the thing that's very sad about, yeah, the last election here was you can see that the Lenny group was winning, right? With the number of people who went to the rallies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you go
And
to a
then when
rally?
more,
Did you go
yes,
to a rally? Oh, you did?
each and every rally here in Manila.
Oh, okay.
I think I went to five, six,
Oh,
six
cool.
rallies, Lenny
Yeah, yeah,
rallies. Yeah,
yeah.
it was a wonderful experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what's the most depressing is when Marcos won, we didn't do anything. That's what I always say. Oh, Marcos is there because we didn't do anything. I think
Uh,
because we got frustrated or
is it burnout?
uh,
After 6 years of Duterte, was it burnout when Marcos got elected? You just, you just, like with Trump, I feel like with some Americans, they feel burnout.
really?
Yeah,
More
just because
Biden didn't help?
they were so tired of Trump and stuff that even when he got elected and stuff, there was this sense of letdown and stuff. And
Oh, really?
that's the feeling I get among some Americans is that they just feel burnt
Oh,
out.
really?
Yeah, which kind of
Oh,
worries me because we're going to need to resist a lot of
yes,
things that Trump's going to do.
I
But if
know.
people are burnt out and stuff, I don't know. I think I'll have to see how large the protests are because there was supposed to be a protest today, but I caregive now. And so I can't go to protests like I did 6 years ago and stuff or eight
Hmm.
years ago. But I'm crossing my fingers that people get re-energized and stuff. But I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Well,
I think,
probably. Mhm.
yeah,
Sorry. Huh?
Oh no, no, I just feel I don't know yet and stuff. We'll find out. Yeah.
Probably we're experiencing some sort of burnout as well because I don't know. We're doing all our protest online, which is really nothing much, right?
Yeah.
It's more important that you go out in the streets, show the numbers, diba? Show that we are. It should show our faces and it's we volunteer and protest in the streets. Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
what we did in the EDSA revolution. But now we're doing all our fights at home,
Oh.
online. Yeah,
Uh,
which is really nothing. It
uh,
doesn't amount to anything, I think. Burnout, probably. Or we're just discouraged and I don't know. It's been 2 years already of Marcos and
yeah.
nothing's happening, which is disappointing. I know, even if you share there's a rally against Marcos or against Duterte now happening let's say next Wednesday or this weekend, please join.
No.
I don't I sometimes I go and then I just get disappointed by the low turnout that I
Oh.
don't go to the next one. I mean, it's
Okay.
just a waste of time, and I just end up feeling more not a I don't know, not angry but sad about the situation. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll wait a few. If I can, clean the house and clean the bathrooms and vacuum quick enough,
Yeah.
maybe I'll have time. You know.
So is Trump in has he been has he started
No,
already or
none.
not yet?
I think in a day or two. So in a
Oath taking
Yeah,
again?
he's going to
Yeah.
be taking his oath and stuff. So we'll see and stuff. So
So it wasn't rigged or anything.
yeah, it
Yeah,
hasn't
the
started
numbers are
yet.
real.
Oh, what?
The numbers are real. I mean, really,
Oh, for the
Trump
votes?
really won.
I
Yeah, the
think yeah, he did
votes.
win. He did win
Oh
and
my!
stuff. But yeah, that's the other thing that worries me is that he won a majority and stuff, and that kind of scares me.
How big of a
No,
win is it?
it wasn't a big majority. But it was a majority and stuff.
Oh my!
So yeah, so yeah, I don't have an explanation and stuff. So
Yeah, I feel
that's the
so
reason why I'm depressed and stuff. But
depressed on top of feeling some sort of burnout, right? Oh my!
yeah.
And
So
then yeah, and he's working with Elon Musk and
yeah, with the richest
Bezos
people in
and
the world, right?
yeah, the richest people in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
So yeah,
gosh.
I don't have that
So
much money,
it's
so I can't be corrupted in that way. So, but okay.
right.
Next question and stuff. How did you get interested in cartooning? And
Uh,
are there any Philippine cartoonists, past or present, that you admire that you would want the Filipino American community to know? But first, how did you get interested in cartooning? Was it just something you've done since a kid, or?
well, I was born in the 70s, and during that time, there was an influx of Japanese anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Voltes 5 and the cutesy anime like Candy Candy, Flying House. Well, every day we after school, my brother and my sister would set aside time to watch these anime on TV after school.
Oh,
And then in fact, I had a small business when I was in grade three, where I would make pencil illustrations of the famous anime characters.
oh,
And then my classmates would buy them for, I think, 25 cents each.
wow.
I made a killing during those times, and then I'd use the money I've earned to buy art materials like sketchbooks, pencils, coloring crayons, the Crayola, the big boxes of Crayola. So I
Oh,
think yeah, ever since I was very in grade school, I exhibited an interest already in illustration.
oh,
So
okay.
yeah, when I was small, I started drawing. on every surface there in the house. I
Yeah.
would draw these doodles and all that. So I think that's what get got me interested in cartooning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably the anime in like the 1970s. I think that's what started it all.
Oh, okay. Did you continue that in college and stuff too, or?
In college, I didn't want to take. Actually, my mom said, "Why don't you take fine arts as your course in college?" I didn't
Oh.
want to actually
Mhm.
because they always said na the only way an artist would get rich is if he died, and then the worth of his paintings and all that will go up. So I didn't want that to happen to me. So I chose another course in college, which was science. What was it? Forgot already. It was something that had to do with science and math.
Oh.
That was my course in college. Well, needless to say, I only lasted for 3 years because I really had no interest in science and math. And so I ended up applying in another university, and
Oh.
I took up fine arts and I majored in advertising.
Oh.
So then after that, I got the job in a children's book publisher, and then I became an artist in 1998 for the Philippine Daily Inquirer as
Oh.
an artist and
Yeah.
layout graphics and layout artist
Oh.
for the Inquirer there.
Oh, okay.
And the rest is history. Yeah, that was the last major job. My last, yeah, the Inquirer until I retired in 2020 after 22 years at the
Oh, wow.
Inquirer.
Well, yeah. And then after that, you joined Pitik Bulag.
Well, yes, after retiring, Zach reached out to me and he sent me an invitation. If he asked me if I wanted to be a member of Pitik Bulag, which is a group of other editorial cartoonists who were also fired from
Oh,
their newspapers. So we
yeah.
were all in the same boat. So I said yes. I wanted to continue my editorial cartooning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's something you love, right? Editorial cartooning.
It's something that I grew to love actually. Because when
Uh,
the job was offered to me, I didn't want to be an editorial cartoonist. It wasn't in my plans actually. The only reason I became an editorial cartoonist was when the our political cartoonist Jess Abrera, do you
yeah.
know Jess Abrera? He got sick and he had to go on a medical leave for six
Oh,
months.
yeah.
And so yeah, they suddenly came to the editor went to our department and said, one of you guys will have to do the editorial cartoon for tomorrow because Jess Abrera had to go on a medical leave. So
Oh,
there. I
okay.
started my career in editorial cartooning kicking and screaming. I didn't want to be an editorial cartoonist. I'm happy to do just the spot illustration and deal with feature stories, the light stories of the paper.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't want to make illustrations for hard news
yeah,
because I saw how hard Jess worked on his editorial cartoons. The hours that he spent in the library researching his topic,
yeah.
interviewing the editors, the reporters. I didn't want that. I wanted my job to be easy. Just give me the story, the light features, and then let's do the illustration, and that's it. But I had no choice, so I had to do it. So I became an editorial cartoonist there
Oh.
when Jess got sick. Yeah, and
But you
he
did
never
get to,
returned. He never returned after that. He enjoyed his
I mean, what
he
happened?
enjoyed his sabbatical leave too much. He enjoyed being on leave too much. So he said, screw it. I don't want to come back. You be the official editor. I go, what? So there, I became the editorial cartoonist from 2016. The official editorial cartoonist from 2015, 2016 to
2020.
2020. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Is Jess Sombreros a cartoonist that's an important cartoon? One of the reasons
Oh,
I'm
yes.
asking is because I don't really know. I'm ashamed to say it, but I don't know too many. I don't know too many. I don't know the
Oh,
Philippine cartooning profession very well and stuff. So,
okay. Me too. I only came to know about the other editorial cartoonists when I joined Pitik Bulag. So
oh,
before Pitik Bulag, the only editorial cartoonist I knew was Jess Abrera, actually.
oh, okay.
And yeah, Jess Abrera, he's one of the living editorial cartoonists that I think should be given more international recognition because he's
Okay.
really very good. Have you seen his editorial cartoons?
No, no, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
not
I
yet.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm really ignorant about Philippine
Oh,
editorial cartoonists, and I feel like I should learn more and stuff because
yes.
it
Mhm.
seems to be a rich history, especially during the martial law period. It seemed like editorial cartoonists were very important.
Yes. I think if you look at his just work, you will like it very much because
Oh, okay.
just ability is he's able to make the editorial cartoon in such a way that the reader would instantly get the message, even if you haven't read about the topic yet. If you
Oh,
look at just cartoon, you will get a a basic idea of what he's trying to say.
yeah,
You
yeah,
get the message in an instant like that. And another editorial cartoonist that I wish I could admit because he died 2 years before I joined SKP, the
yeah.
Samahang Cartoonista ng Pilipinas. He's another editorial cartoonist who was really very popular. And I think he was one of the artists who started the what they call the social realism art movement in the Philippines,
Oh, okay.
where the editorial cartoons reflect the true conditions in the Philippines.
Oh,
I
okay.
googled his works and they're very they
Like,
have a
yeah,
very strong impact, yeah, on the reader.
yeah.
So
What was his name?
he's a Neil Doloricon.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Neil Doloricon? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I wish I met him
I missed
too. I saw some of his
yeah.
videos and stuff, and I said, "Wow, his
Yes.
stuff is great." Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's his style is more like lithograph or a
yeah,
woodblock. Yeah,
yeah.
effect. He's very good. I wish I could have met him now, and I would love to have asked him how he did his editorial cartooning, and maybe emulate his style in my work as well.
Yeah. Wait,
Very
which
good.
actually kind of leads to my next question for you and stuff. How do you do your cartoons and stuff? I mean,
How do I how how do I choose the topic? Probably first, and then
or I mean, just basically, how do you do it and stuff? Like, do
how
you
do I do
do
it?
Procreate? I mean, are you
Oh yes.
okay,
Mhm.
okay,
Before in the Inquirer I used to do my illustrations on paper, and
yeah,
then after it has been approved by the editor I scan the illustration. Oh well, wait, the pencil, and then I do the ink. I ink the illustration, and then I scan it, and then I make the necessary cleanup and the shading on Photoshop.
oh, okay,
And then yeah, and then I submit that. Now I use the Procreate app.
yeah.
I'm sure you're familiar with that. The Procreate app where I do the sketch and the illustration directly on the tablet. And then that's it.
Do you like
I
it?
can work anywhere. Oh yes. Oh well, there's pros and cons using the tablet.
Oh, okay,
Uh The pro is I can do my work faster and
yeah.
I can work anywhere. The problem with that is if my reliever is absent and he cannot do the editorial cartoon, they know that I have a tablet and then they can just contact me. Steph, the reliever is absent. Do the editorial cartoon. You have for tomorrow. You have 3 hours. And they know they have my number so they can contact me even when I'm on vacation. If there's a
Are you
problem at the
kidding?
office, they know I have my tablet, my iPad Pro with me, and I have access to Procreate. You can call me anytime, anywhere. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Steph, we have a problem. Do an illustration for this. Are you kidding me? I'm on vacation. That's the con for that's the bad thing about having a tablet
Oh,
that enables you to work anywhere.
oh, okay, okay.
Is that they can contact you anytime and make you work.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Even on
Oh,
vacation, huh?
yeah, yeah. Were you a daily or a weekly?
Which one?
Yeah,
The
for and
editorial
when you were doing
cartoons?
cartoons, were you a daily or
Twice a week.
twice a
Because
week?
there were three of us were making the editorial cartoons.
Oh, okay.
So with I would have Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then the other artist Albert will have 2 days also, and then the other one would have three. So
Oh,
it's split up.
yeah. When I used to be in the Philippine News Today, it was a weekly and stuff. So,
Oh,
okay.
weekly,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
weekly editorial, not
Yeah,
daily.
yeah, yeah. But not
Huh?
anymore. I'm not in the Philippine News Today anymore and stuff. But when I
Mm-hmm.
did, it was a weekly and stuff. And so I do pen and ink and stuff, and I do go in
Mm-hmm.
Photoshop. But if I was a daily, I'd probably do Procreate and stuff. But since I have
Mm.
all that time, I might as well take my time and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a
Yes.
pretty lazy cartoonist compared to you.
Oh, we had a daily editorial cartoon.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so but there were three of us. Jess used to do the daily.
Oh,
He did all the editorial cartoons every day, Mondays to Sunday,
oh,
the whole
wow.
week. So
Yeah.
now they split it between three artists, and we were given 2 days each. The other one three.
Oh,
But
okay.
eventually we lost the third one, and then it became three and four.
Oh,
I
okay.
I had to make three editorial cartoons a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So, okay. Well, you won't believe this. We got 8 minutes for this first video.
Oh
It went,
dear.
it went pretty
Okay.
quick. But let me ask this question now. If you need time to continue, we'll go in the second video and you can continue. But okay, this is a strange question, but what's going on between the split between Bong Bong Marcos and Sara Duterte? And
Mm-hmm.
how does this split affect the Philippines?
Well, you know that, well, kakampings like me were just sitting in the background eating popcorn, watching them go at each other's throats.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened there is, I think, well, the VP, you cannot, I don't know where she is now. I think she's in hiding
Oh, she's
because,
hiding? Oh, okay.
I think so
Well,
because,
I mean, when you threaten to behead somebody and stuff,
mhm,
that's pretty
uh,
crazy.
yeah, I think, the petition for her impeachment has already been posted. And
Oh, okay.
so now nobody knows where she is. And there have been rallies formed by Marcos supporters.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no, not Marcos supporters. The supporters of Sara Duterte. They're having the INC,
Uh-huh.
the Iglesia ni Cristo.
Oh, okay.
They're having rallies right now in Manila. They're holding rallies right now in support of Sara.
Uh-huh.
And well, yeah. So, but Sarah hasn't been making. Sarah isn't visible. I don't know where she is. She
Yeah.
hasn't posted anything online or on TV.
Well,
And
I
there
saw
has
her, she
been,
did something where she threatened to behead Marcos, right? When I first saw that, I thought,
yes.
what's going on?
Wait, she posted a video on Facebook, right? Did you see
Yeah.
that? That infamous video of Sarah making threats
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Marcos and threatening to spill the beans about what he's been doing in the background, behind the scenes, the corruption and the all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, and well, Marcos seems to have been chill about it. He's just letting his minions do the work of
Oh, okay.
filing the impeachment case and looking for her and all that. He's not really doing anything.
Oh,
And,
okay.
you know, he has a lot of supporters.
Yeah. Because I'm wondering if she was going through some mental health crisis or something. Because when I saw the video, she looked kind of crazy and stuff, and I kept thinking like,
Yes.
yeah, 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 but
Yeah, then yeah, well, even before with her father, Rodrigo Duterte, well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So if your father is like this, who's I think is mentally hinged as well,
yeah,
I think all his children are, I don't know, something
oh,
you wouldn't, they are people you wouldn't want to cross paths with
yeah,
because
okay,
things like threats and, a sane decent person wouldn't say those things, right?
yeah, yeah.
Threaten somebody else. Nope.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I don't
there.
know. I don't know and stuff. I just being an American stuff, I feel safe. But it just when I read about it, because my relatives are in the Philippines, I don't want anything
Mhm.
bad to happen to them. And it's
Yeah,
sort of like with Trump, if you have somebody who looks crazy, you worry. You know,
of course.
yeah, you
Because
worry.
they're capable of doing anything, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he did do
Hmm.
something. He killed what 27,000 people and stuff, right? Duterte and stuff, the
Yes,
extrajudicial killings and stuff. And I
of
kept thinking
course.
like how can you defend this and stuff? But uh,
And and the fact that he put a quota on the police officers, telling them, "Oh, you're supposed to kill this number of people
uh,
in let's say a month, and you will get paid if you meet that quota."
uh,
I mean, imagine that doing something like that. It shows you how much he values human human lives, right? He has no respect for others,
yeah. Well, in
and he doesn't
America,
care if. Okay,
oh no,
sorry.
in America, police get quotas on speeding tickets, but not.
Really?
Yeah, what were
Well,
you going to
here
say?
it's a number of people you can
You can,
kill in the name
yeah,
of EJK.
yeah, yeah. What were you going to say?
It's terrible. Oh
Yeah,
no, no. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, the shocking thing that came out of during the Quadcom committees about how they would pay the policemen money if they meet their quota for the number of people they would kill in a month, even if that person is proven to be a drug addict or a drug pusher. For them, it's kill now, ask later.
uh, yeah,
Numbers are more important than, yeah,
yeah,
a thorough investigation if this person really is involved in drugs or not. So
yeah.
that's a scary and sad thing about that.
Do you think
That's
Sarah?
Duterte.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think Sarah has a chance in 2020? Is it 2026 when she can run or
Oh,
2028?
I think so. With our track record of electing, re-electing people or politicians who are unqualified, grossly underqualified, or those who have cases of corruption or murder, they get elected back into government. In
Uh,
fact, most of the people on the Duterte administration, even the Marcos administration, they all have a case of
yeah.
corruption or murder. We're very poor at choosing the leader. So I won't be surprised if Sara runs and
Okay.
wins in the next one.
Okay. Hi again. So, okay. Let me ask my next question and stuff. What's the latest news on China and the West Philippine Sea?
I think the latest news on China is, well, Marcos expressed that he rejects moves to be friendly with China,
Yeah,
unlike his predecessor Duterte, who had this gentleman's agreement with China before
yeah, yeah,
during his term. And then since then, the Philippines has been able to conduct monthly supply runs to the military base in the WPS.
Yeah.
But there has been reports of increased Chinese harassment,
Oh,
like water cannons and collisions.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, but so that has not abated. And then we've also strengthened partnerships with the US and some, I think, Indo-Pacific countries like Japan.
Yeah.
And with deals involving, let's say, base access, weapons transfer, and all that stuff, and joint military exercises as well.
Uh-huh.
So that, yeah, I think it's to help us in our fight. I don't know, should we call it a fight with our disagreement with China over
Yeah,
the
yeah,
WPS? Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the latest that I know of that's been happening.
Are Filipinos scared about this right now? I mean, are they worried about a war, or is it just some sort of territory conflict that they think can get resolved and stuff? Or
Well, I feel that we're not, well, from observation, the Filipinos are doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. We're not angry enough that China is trying to get something that
uh,
is clearly ours.
yeah, yeah,
And then, I don't know, it's maybe our psyche, that the Filipino psyche, that eh, what will happen. Let's just
uh,
handle the problem when we get there. But I think now they have already taken over so many of our islands. That's
uh,
We might be surprised how big the problem has gotten already, and we
uh,
haven't done anything yet. I hope Marcos is true to his word that he's going to fight for our what's really ours.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't
hope
know
so.
and stuff. I was reading about that and stuff, and I was kind of scared. I feel bad for the fishermen and stuff that are
Yeah,
and stuff.
they're the ones who are doing the fighting
Oh, they are.
than the
Oh, okay.
president. They're doing more than the president.
Yeah,
They're going against the boats themselves with no weapons at all, just carrying a flag, and
yeah,
and they're the ones who are getting the most of the collision. They collide with these boats, the
yeah,
boats of the fishermen.
yeah,
Uh, Very brave.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's their livelihood and stuff. I have a feeling they don't have a choice and stuff. If they don't, they starve, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
Ah,
Well, okay. Well, I don't have much to say besides that. It's not.
me too. This is what I read in the paper. Like you, I try to distance myself nowadays from all the bad news that's happening. I feel
uh,
so helpless. I cannot do anything. And we're not doing it. And my countrymen's not doing anything.
uh,
Oh,
I care and stuff. It's just if I focus on too many issues, I get depressed. So instead of focusing on a lot of issues to get depressed, I only focus on like 4 or 5 issues to get depressed. So
yeah,
I'm a little bit
that's
less
true.
depressed. It's a
Uh,
bit, it's good for my mental health because if I focus on too
yeah,
many things, it's just overwhelming and stuff.
I
So
know. You get so overwhelmed that you end up doing nothing, right? Like
yeah,
now
yeah.
I have the last editorial cartoon I think I made was last week. And before I used to make two, three every week. Now
Oh,
with all the bad news that's happening around in the US and here in the Philippines, sometimes I'm too depressed to do anything. It's like,
is, is that probably
what
why
can
you're
my edit?
retiring though? Is that why you're retiring and stuff? Is a sense of powerlessness or?
Well, partly, probably.
Mhm.
That's one of the reasons. But every year, I find myself wanting to do something else, something new for the year.
Okay.
So maybe it's mostly it's that I want to try and do something else.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, partly also, I feel very helpless and powerless. My editorial cartoons are not, well, because I'm just one person, I feel that my cartoons are probably not doing enough. So why continue?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't want to, I hope I get over this lump, and continue doing the editorial still continue doing my editorial cartoons. But
Yeah.
at the moment, I really feel tired. I don't know.
uh,
I don't want to draw. I hope it's just a creative block, but
Yeah,
let's
I hope
see.
so too. You're a good cartoonist and stuff, and your stuff is
Thank
good
you.
for, yeah, your stuff is good for Pitik
Thank
Bulag
you.
stuff. So,
Oh yeah, thank you. And I don't want to let let my female other female editorial cartoonists down
um,
because they say I'm the only female editorial cartoonist in the Philippines. So I googled my name. I googled female editorial cartoonist in the Philippines, and only my name pops up. So
I
I
didn't know
think
that.
that I'm the only one. So oh, that cannot be. I can't be the only female editorial cartoonist in the Philippines. So
Uh,
that thought
is that a lot
alone
of responsibility on you? Do you feel a lot of responsibility for that, or?
for that. Well, in the sense that I'm doing this for the other female artists in the Philippines. And then the pressure, not really, not so much
Um,
because I don't know, I'm more surprised than anything else that I am the only female editorial cartoonist in the Philippines. So that doesn't
okay.
really weigh heavy on me.
Yeah,
I do editorial cartoons because I like doing it.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
reason. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
wondering,
nowadays I don't know. Hmm.
in America, there's not that many women
Really?
editorial cartoonists either. There's a lot of women
But
graphic
there's more than
novelists.
one.
Yeah,
There's
I
more
think
than
there's like
one. Yeah,
three. Is it three? Maybe there's three or four and stuff. I think in
really? Huh?
America, there's a lot of graphic novelists who are women. And I think, I'm not sure about comic strips, but I have a feeling there's quite a few women comic strip cartoonists. But in terms of like editorial cartoonists, for whatever reason, it's mostly white old men. you know, you know,
Really?
and they're nice
Oh,
people and stuff. It's just I noticed somebody kept there's not as much diversity, but in graphic novels there's a lot of diversity and stuff, which is kind of cool, right? And stuff. So
well, mhm.
yeah,
Still a male-dominated world. Art, art is still really male-dominated. I don't know why.
yeah.
Because I used to judge school competitions, editorial cartoons, and most of my top picks are girls,
Oh, okay.
girl editorial cartoonists. And then I'm always surprised that I ask the students, oh, most of the top picks when I judge school competitions on editorial cartoons, most of my top picks are women. So I'm surprised that you don't continue your career into the after college or something, right?
Okay.
I don't know. They'd rather do something else, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't have an answer and stuff. So yeah. Okay.
They don't have an answer either. Well, why do you? They'd rather get married.
Or they might be doing other kinds of cartooning, like graphic novels or something else and stuff. But are
Probably,
there a
but
lot of women artists, fine artists, or
no.
no? Oh,
Well, at the Inquirer, I was the only female illustrator.
okay.
I had Albert, Ernie, L.A., Marlon. Out of seven artists in the art section, I'm the only female there. Well, we had a female art director,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but the ones that I replaced when I joined the Inquirer were two male artists also. So I was the first female editorial cartoonist for the Inquirer.
Okay. Well, so you
Yeah.
do good work and stuff. So you're doing a good job representing the women Philippine cartoonists. Hopefully that'll inspire more people. Maybe this interview will, once they watch, they'll think,
So
yeah, yeah.
when I give talks at universities for visual journalists, I tell the girls there, oh please continue being editorial cartoonists after college. Because I'm already tired. I want another female editorial cartoonist to take my place.
Oh, okay, okay.
So there.
Yeah. This kind of leads to my next question, though. You know, since you have been doing cartooning, art since 1998, how have you seen Philippine journalism and Philippine editorial cartooning change during those years and stuff? And do you have any thoughts on how the future might look like for both Philippine journalism and Philippine editorial cartooning and stuff? Will it get more diverse, now that or what do you think?
Well, when I worked at the Inquirer, um, every article that came out of the paper was the result of the work of a whole team. We have the editor-in-chief, the section editor, the beat reporter, the reporter, the photographer, the researchers, layout artist, and the artists.
Yeah,
So, and what you're reading on your newspaper, the byline there is like a stamp of authenticity because a lot of people worked hard to give you an in-depth report, right? Nowadays, you're not even sure if what you're reading online is accurate or factual
yeah,
because I think now because of the boom of social media, news changes every second, I think. And the 24/7 news cycle. The media is parang pressed to be the first to break the news.
yeah,
So usually this means accuracy is sacrificed, right? For some, I don't know. And then as artists as well, sometimes you don't have the time to triple check what we're reading is true. Kasi
yeah,
sometimes you come across news articles pretending to have come from, let's say, the Inquirer or BBC or CNN. You're not sure anymore. So sometimes you don't have time to triple check because you're in a competition to put your editorial cartoon there now because the news keeps changing, right? 3 seconds it changes. So you're pressured to put out an editorial cartoon now. And then anyone can make content or share news online. And sometimes we as editorial cartoonists were not aware that the articles that we based our editorial cartoons on are not really that accurate. And then we end up spreading fake news as well without meaning to,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's scary about journalism now.
Mm.
So you're not sure if what you're reading, what you're getting is real or fake.
It sounds like what affects journalism affects editorial
And some,
cartooning
yeah,
because editorial cartooning relies on good journalism.
on, yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if we base our research on our, but by reading, if we do our research by ourselves and not rely on just one article there from one news, I know, you're not sure if what I'm getting from this site is accurate, right?
Yeah.
So we have to triple check. I try to read, for example, I have a topic in mind. I usually read at least three articles on the same subject from three different legitimate sources.
I do the
Even
same
on
thing.
the,
I do the
yeah,
same
even on
thing.
the, yeah, true. Even on the opposing side, I try to read at least three just to see if the article and the facts line up,
Yeah.
right? To see if, oh, okay, he says this and he says this or that they line up.
Yeah.
And if there is something that doesn't, parang they don't line up, then I do extra research.
Yeah.
So sometimes I end up reading too many. The subject is now stale and I'm not doing anything at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what I have to do because I work freelance now and I don't have an editor-in-chief or a reporter that I can ask. Oh, is what you're saying from this ganyan ganyan? Kasi the source is already right sitting right next to me. Even
Yeah.
the editor in chief, I can answer, Ma'am, if is my message correct? Or is my editorial cartoon correct? Did
Yeah.
I get the facts straight? Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
have that leisure anymore. That luxury. I don't have that anymore.
I envy you though.
So
I never had that. When I worked for the
yeah.
Philippine News
Oh really?
Today, yeah, I never had
Mm-hmm.
that because I would work at home and I never saw any
Mm-hmm.
of the staff. The only thing I did
I
was,
did.
yeah, I just sent my work by email to the editors and stuff. And most of the time, I would get like maybe one or two cartoons rejected a year, but for the most part, they just published it and stuff. But I do a lot of research just because I'm worried about getting the facts wrong and stuff. And
Yeah.
so, but
Hmm.
I focus on less subjects and stuff. That's why I'm struggling right now with I'm in cartooning for peace, but a lot of the stuff they send me is about France and Europe. I know nothing about France and Europe.
Yes, I know. So I
And so
have,
I get the
I
subject, I
yeah,
keep thinking like, I know nothing about this.
yes, yeah. That's why I said I was surprised that some of my work for cartooning for peace they publish on their page
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
about the last one was about um what was it in France, Europe's the EU's agree trade agreement with another country. So what do I know about that? So I did just did
Don't know.
I
I've been
just
spending
did
all
my
these
own
years
research.
trying to learn about the Philippines, and now
Yeah, and then
I'm trying to learn about, and I
that's
don't
a
know any of the
challenge.
names. I don't know anything. But
So
I'm
yeah,
I'm happy
I did
to
learn.
I'm happy to be in cartooning for peace.
I
I'm
am
honored
too.
to be. It's just I feel underqualified. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I've accepted a job where I don't know what I'm doing and stuff. So,
But they won't no, they won't accept. They won't make you a member if they think you can't do a good job, right?
oh yeah, yeah, that's true and stuff.
So you're capable. You're capable. You can do it. You'll be overwhelmed by the I know the fact that you're not really well versed about what happens. Let's say in Europe or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
To
hoping they
just
eventually slant things towards Asia because I have a lot of confidence about things in Asia, but Europe, even the Middle
yes,
East, I'm playing
it's
catch
always
up
about
on.
Ukraine, Russia, or France, or is there nothing big happening in Asia? Like, give me something that's happening in Asia.
We
They
got
always give us three topics, right? Three topics to choose from. Three topics.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always about Europe or whatever.
The
Although I
Middle.
did one about Trump
Oh,
recently.
okay, okay, okay.
And it came out in Cartooning for Peace
Oh, okay.
Facebook
Congratulations.
group.
Yeah.
Yay! It was about the close the election
Oh,
between the race between Harris and Trump and how it was very close and they're
yeah,
nearing
yeah.
the end of the line.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, good for you and stuff. I haven't gotten published yet, but I do want to get published in Cartooning for Peace. It's just, um, I don't. I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do a deep dive on researching about France and Europe because,
Yeah.
whenever I see it, my mind is blank. I just don't know what to do.
Well, that
But
makes it. Mhm. The
yeah.
last one. Yeah, I did a lot. I
There's
had to
one
do
on
a lot of.
the California fires. I know I have a lot of, so I might do something on that soon and stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. But I'm actually kind of embarrassed that I'm not producing anything. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Cartooning for Peace. This next question has to do with that. Okay. A few months ago, the cartoonists for Pitik Bulag and Cartooning for Peace did a presentation in Rappler. And I guess
Mhm.
you guys went to a few universities in Cebu, right?
Yes, we went to
Oh.
several universities in Cebu.
What was that experience like? And was it fun to talk to cartoonists from other countries?
Oh, yes, it was. We met an artist from France, the current president of Cartooning for Peace. And then there also was a female editorial cartoonist from Taiwan.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then another female editorial cartoonist from Australia and one from India. And then there was me, Paul, Eric, and then Zach from the Philippines.
Uh, have you guys actually met
So
each other before, or was all your talk through Facebook? Is this the first time you met Zach and Paul Eric?
yes, it was the first time we met each other face to face.
Oh,
So
that's
it
so cool.
was fun. Yeah, Paul, Eric, it's you, Zach, it's me. We've been working together for more than 2 years, right? And then that was the first time we met each other in
No,
person.
that must have been
It was
cool.
fun. Yes. It was like a Yeah, it was fun. It was fun because we got to talk to the other editorial cartoonists from Australia, France, and China, and we got to talk about how they did their work. Was Are they how are their editorial cartoons received, and
Yeah.
how do they sense do their work get censored or whatever? Do they do self-censorship? And yeah, it was really nice to be able to exchange ideas and
Yeah, yeah.
tips on how to make your editorial cartoons and all that.
Were
After
the
that,
French cartoonists did they try to get you to eat escargot and stuff or
own escargot, no, but Zach was able to make them eat balut
Oh,
and all those other gross stuff.
what did they say? What did they say? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think they're very polite. They didn't say anything bad about it. They just said, nice, okay, that's it. I don't want to try it anymore.
Did
I think
Zach tell
that
them beforehand what balut was or no? When they opened
I'm
the egg,
sorry.
were they surprised? I'm curious.
I'm sure they were discussing. I don't eat balut. So for somebody to see a whole chick there when you open I don't know how Zach did it,
You
but
should have
he
took a
said,
picture of that. You should have took a picture of them eating the
"Oh, I
balut.
wasn't there. I wasn't there."
Oh, okay.
They went to a bar, I think, late night after one event.
Oh.
So they went out and then they just told me that this
Oh,
is
so
what they
after they ate the
ate.
balut, they left, right?
They went home. If this is what you're gonna feed me, I'm going home. No, no. They enjoyed their food a lot. Aside from the balut, they said our food was really very delicious and very. There's a lot. They ended up tasting a lot of our
Well, no,
food
Filipino food
from
is good.
desserts.
It's good. It's just
Yeah,
the only thing I always say is that it tastes good, but a lot of it's fattening and stuff, right? And stuff.
everything's fried. Everything everything ate was fried, but there were some soups there, and yeah, every day they were surprised that every day they were served something different every
Oh,
day.
okay.
There's no repeat.
Did they get
So
tinola? Did they get tinola?
I don't think so. Sinigang.
Oh,
They
okay,
got
okay.
to try sinigang, and then lumpia, and then
Adobo,
what else?
adobo.
Fried chicken. Adobo, I think so at some point. Yes, we
Okay,
went
okay.
to a Filipino restaurant on our last day in Cebu. Cebu
Yeah.
lechon, I think they had the chance to
Oh,
taste
they
it. So,
did. Okay, okay. You should have got them
yeah.
hollow. Was it hot at that time or cold? Is it ever cold in the
Uh,
Philippines or
we,
no?
no, it was held in October, end of October, so it's kind of cold already. But for
Oh,
them, it's maybe regular temperature. But for us, it was kind of chilly
oh, okay.
already because it's almost end of the quarter, end of the year, so it's kind of chilly.
Oh, okay.
So halo-halo, yes, I think they had halo-halo. And then what else? What are the desserts? Uh, halo-halo. I think they liked it a lot. They like
Oh
our
yeah,
food a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah. Everybody I know who's tried Halo Halos likes it and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I notice whenever a Filipino American dates somebody who's not a Filipino American, one of the things they
Mhm.
always try to do is get them to eat balut and stuff and see their
Oh
reaction.
my. Why they always make them eat balut? Me, I don't, you can't make me eat balut and I'm Filipino. Or force them to eat something that is, have you tried balut? Have you tried it? They say
No,
it's
I don't
delicious.
like it. My dad tried me to eat it
Tried
one
it
time.
already? You tried it? Have you
My
tried it?
dad.
Balut?
No,
Balut?
I was too grossed out and stuff. But my
I
dad,
know. You have
no, because in Daly City, it's full of Filipinos and stuff. I don't know where my dad got it, but I think he got it from Daly City and stuff. So
the balut? Oh
yeah,
God.
because Daly City, 50% of the Daly City population is Filipino or Filipino American, because a lot of
Mm.
Filipinos I don't know why. I guess, but I don't know how that happened. But a lot of I'm guessing maybe because of the Navy and stuff. A lot of Filipinos went in the Navy and stuff. But uh, then I think in terms of the percentage, Daly City has the largest percentage of Filipinos in the U.S. and stuff. So
Mm.
yeah, yeah. I think
So
there's
there's got
places
to
that
be
have,
better there.
yeah, there's places that have more Filipinos, but not as large a percentage and stuff. So yeah, but oh, okay. Well, hey, how was it in Rappler? I'm kind of curious. Did you actually get to see Maria Ressa or see her office or
Oh,
no?
I no, Maria Ressa wasn't there. I think she was in, I don't know. She was in Europe, I think. I'm not sure, but she
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
there. But I
You
met
got to see
Pia Granada.
Pia Renata, right?
Yes.
Oh, that
She was
was
so
cool.
tiny and so young and so I was fangirling when I met her. So, oh,
Oh, that's
Pia
cool.
Renata.
Did you ask her what was it like being yelled at by Duterte?
She's oh no, I didn't get to ask her that because when she got there, it was 5 minutes before airtime, so I
Oh, so you didn't
didn't
get
get
to
the
ask her.
chance to talk to her. No, but she was really very charismatic and very welcoming.
Oh,
She's
that's
really
nice.
very such a nice person. She's so small,
Was
so
she
cute,
small?
and so young looking, but don't mess with her
But she's
because she's going
tough, though. I
to.
mean, she stood up
Yeah,
to
she's tough.
Duterte. I saw that
Yes,
video where she wouldn't back down to Duterte when he was insulting
I
her and
know.
stuff. Yeah, but
She's
the
tough.
entire
She's a
staff is
tough person.
pretty brave. Like Patricia Evangelista. I read her book.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see
Yeah.
her?
Oh no, she wasn't there. I didn't get to meet her, but I met the staff.
Oh,
They were very. It was made up of really young people.
yeah,
Very. Yeah, they're like a family. The Rappler people there that I
yeah.
met, they're like a family
I'm
with Pierre
sure
and
that
everything.
I mean they were getting harassed by Duterte, so I'm sure that kind of bonded them as a group, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Was it a similar feel as the Philippines Daily Inquirer, or was the Philippines Daily Inquirer an older staff?
I think they were older.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, but we were harassed also very badly by administrations, like administration of Estrada and of course Duterte
Yeah.
and Marcos. I'm not so sure anymore because I'm out of the Inquirer already. But we did experience some harassment also from Duterte, very bad threats and all that.
Yeah, yeah. No, but you guys, I admire Philippine journalists because you guys were put on the fire and stuff. I mean that I mean just from the elder Marcos to now and stuff, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the journalists have gotten killed in the Philippines and stuff. So
Yes.
I admire all of your courage and stuff. So I'm always if I ever go to the Philippines to visit relatives and stuff, yeah, I think I'll visit you guys and see. But did you see the Nobel Prize? I mean, were you
Oh
when you're in the office, were you able to like take a selfie of yourself with the Nobel Prize or no?
no.
Is it
Come
like a
to think of it,
trophy?
what
Yeah, I don't know. I saw her. I saw Maria Ressa's acceptance speech, but I never actually saw the. Is it like
the prize?
yeah? What is it? Is it like a trophy or?
Oh no, I didn't look for that. I was so nervous about doing the live drawing. When I got there, I think 1 hour before I was expected to start the live drawing.
Oh,
And
okay.
it didn't come to my mind to look for the Nobel Peace Prize award and take a selfie.
That would have
There
been the
was some
first
work.
thing I would have done.
I know. What was I thinking? I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So you didn't see the awards there on the lobby.
That's like, don't worry about it. It's a stupid
Hi.
question.
Maybe next time when I'm invited back to the Rappler office, the first thing I'll do is to look for that award and take a selfie. About
Okay.
that. I was worried about doing a good job
Oh,
with
okay.
the live
You
drawing.
did good. I saw your drawing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
you did.
I
What
planned for
surprised
that.
me was
Yeah.
how quick you are. You're pretty quick. I'm slow, so I'm
Oh no,
amazed that you're quick.
no. The secret there is I planned the illustration, the whole illustration, a
Oh,
month before. As
oh,
soon as Zach invited me to do it, because I was already thinking that I know I'm the type of person who buckles. when I'm pressure, when people are looking over my shoulder, looking at my work. So I think it would help if I plan the illustration. So I asked Zach, what do you think are the things that will be talked about at the panel discussion
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that? So I did my research and then I already started doing some sketches for the illustration that I'll be doing. And
Oh,
then I just had basically what I did was I just traced it with some changes already during the
oh,
live as
okay.
the discussion was happening. So they were just, yeah, I was prepared for because
No,
I
no, no, no,
know that
because
I will be
me, I'm very
buckling. Oh,
slow
yeah.
and stuff. So I don't think I would have done well under that pressure and stuff.
I'm
So
slow also because the it takes me a lot of time to think about what should be in the illustration, what it should
yeah,
look like. So I
mhm,
wanted to do away with that. So I
yeah,
did the
okay.
generic illustration and then so with some changes as the discussion was happening. So
Oh,
there.
okay. 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 Well, we got 7 minutes and 30 seconds left for this meeting. Let me ask my last
Okay.
question. Okay. You did editorial cartoons during the Rodrigo Duterte and now Bong Bong Marcos years. What advice would you give me as I do editorial cartoons during a second Donald Trump presidency?
I would think more it would be enjoyable for you now to make editorial cartoons
Oh,
with the way Trump does things, right? And the memes that Trump seems to be so good at making. But if I'm going to base it on personality, I think it would be wise if you are a little bit careful. Like for me, when I do editorial cartoons about Marcos or Duterte, I make sure I don't cross a line that will end up me getting sued or whatever. You know how they are.
yeah.
Their egos cannot take any criticism.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like I do what the my editors taught me when I was at the Inquirer, when I was making when during the time of the Duterte administration, we were not the editorial cartoonists, the lawyers of the Inquirer advised us not to put Duterte's whole face in the caricature.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You told me
Only
that in the
feature
last
his
video.
only
Yeah.
feature like his nose or his plaid shirt.
Yeah.
People will know, this is Duterte. But if the Duterte camp comes in and says, hey, I'm going to file a libel case against your editorial cartoonist because he put Duterte in
Yeah.
her editorial cartoon, blah, 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 blah. Well, the lawyer says we can just say that. How sure are you that that's Duterte? It's
Yeah.
only showing the nose or the shirt. It could be
Mhm.
anybody. So
Yeah.
now I do that. The same thing also with my editorial cartoons now. I try not to cross the line and I think of ways that could avoid like being, called out or given a or sued or whatever
Yeah. Yeah.
by Marcos or red tag. I don't want to be red tag. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so I'm careful. Yeah, yeah. Those are the things that I try to remember. The things that I was taught at the Inquirer to avoid getting sued or red tag. So I do that now with I still do that with my editorial cartoons that are based on controversial
Yeah. Okay.
personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay. I'll try to be careful then and stuff with
yeah,
Trump.
please be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. You never know
it
and
can,
stuff.
it's easier for you to, for example, if you get sued, knock knock there. Well, it's easy for you to get a lawyer and um, get out of that libel case.
I
For
don't
in
know.
the
I've
Philippines,
never been
it's
sued before,
harder.
so I don't know and stuff. So
Well, if you do get sued, I think it'll be harder if it happens to me here in the Philippines because you know how policemen are here.
yeah.
Unless you have connections, it will be hard to get your way out of the libel suit. Or, I mean, kunyari, if I get a harassment, uh, I get harassed by the politician, it will be hard to defend myself. Yeah,
And
what?
lawyers,
Yeah,
are they scared there or no? Are they scared in the Philippines or no?
I'm more scared about the lawyers than
Oh, oh,
the lawyers. Uh, are the lawyers scared here
yeah,
in the Philippines?
yeah,
Yeah, I think So, or I don't know. I have a cousin who's a lawyer, but
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
more
know,
scared about
Robbie,
how they handle. Hmm?
Doc Robbie, he knows a lawyer, right?
He does. See, Doc Robbie, he
Yeah,
knows
I
a
remember in
lawyer.
the last talk he mentioned knowing a lawyer and stuff. So if you ever need a lawyer, maybe you can ask Doc Robbie and stuff.
Has he used that lawyer already?
I
Has
have no idea. I just he
just
shows the
it's a
cart
just in
he shows
case.
his cartoon to the lawyer to make sure that he doesn't
I
get to
see he
he
does.
yeah, so
Ah,
he doesn't if there's a cartoon he's not sure of, he said that he shows it to the lawyer to make sure he doesn't
oh,
he's not vulnerable to libel and stuff.
reliable.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I had that when I worked for the Inquirer,
Yeah, yeah.
during the Duterte administration, not only the opinion editor is not the only person who looks at my editorial cartoon. Also, the company lawyer looks at my cartoon
Uh,
to see if it's pretty dangerous to print this. And now I don't have that. Maybe it's a good idea if I look for a lawyer myself. If I
oh,
have doubts about an editorial cartoon, if it's too controversial.
yeah. I think if I showed my cartoons to, I'd be worried that they'd be making artistic judgments like this guy doesn't look like Trump, or you do a bad job of drawing this.
Well, they just make use of, just show the orange
Instead of
skin, I
making legal
guess.
arguments, they'll be criticizing me for my art.
Oh, you're not a good man.
Yeah,
Well, what can you do? That's how to avoid, you have to think of ways to avoid getting sued
yeah.
for
Oh,
doing your job, right?